Welcome to Elevate Everything, 3 expansive insights to transform your riding. I'm Beth Lauren Parrish. I'm a certified rapid transformational therapy practitioner and creator of Inspired Riding. I've been teaching since the year 2000, and I'm also a certified hypnotherapist. I've written the book Your Horse Believes in You and the companion journal for inspired riders, as well as a really fun fiction book. I absolutely love empowering equestrians all around the world, and I've been seen in these many places. I just want to share this with you so you know you're in good hands. Now, you're in the right place if you're a rider who loves their horse and craves that magical partnership you see others have. But despite your skills and good horse, something still feels like it's missing. You've watched other riders and wondered, what do they have that I don't? It's that effortless connection that looks almost telepathic. You're ready to elevate everything about your riding, not just your technique, but your confidence, your connection, and your ability to partner with horses on a deeper level. And you know there's more possible, but you're not sure what needs to shift to get there. Now, this training is not for you if you're looking for another riding technique or training method. This is about elevating the inner work that makes all techniques more effective. It's also not for you if you believe horses are just tools to be controlled rather than partners. And it's not for you if you get upset when someone gives you breakthrough insights and makes an offer at the end. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I would not want to leave you hanging without next steps. So please stay until the end, and you're going to get these 2 bonuses, the pre and post ride checklists. These are my personal checklists for setting yourself up for success before riding and for integrating your experience afterwards. Then you're going to get the exclusive Future Self Meditation audio. It's a guided meditation to help you connect with your most confident, intuitive rider self and receive guidance for your journey. It's really fun. I think you're going to love it. So this is our plan for the training. I'm going to share briefly about my transformation story. Then I'll give you, of course, the 3 expansive insights that separate good riders from those with incredible horse partnerships, so you can finally understand what's been missing. Then I'll introduce you to my exciting new program to help you implement all that you've learned. And this is my darling Pepper pony. And I was riding him here without a bridle, which I felt really proud to be able to do. And you'll learn more about that in a moment. So here's how it started. I was 8 years old and I absolutely lived and breathed horses. I took lessons. I was living on Long Island and I absolutely loved riding everything about it. I was very competitive and I was driven and I was a bit of a perfectionist. I thought being a good rider meant control, precision, and never showing fear. Down below is me riding this horse named Keepsafe. And what we did was the Junior Olympics at the Thomas School of Horsemanship on Long Island. Now, fast forward to my 20s when I was teaching lessons and training horses. And from the outside, everything looked successful. But inside, I was struggling. I was actually pushing the horses in training more than I was comfortable because I was just doing what the head trainer asked me to do. Then came the morning that changed everything. I was getting ready for a training session and I heard a very clear voice. It wasn't audible, but it was crystal clear in my mind. I was putting my socks on and all of a sudden I heard, "You're going to fall off today." I just paused and I was like, that was weird. And just shrugged it off. I was 22. I felt invincible. I didn't realize it was actually my inner guidance trying to help me. I thought, I've just got to do my job. This head trainer is counting on me. A few hours later, I was waking up in the recovery room with a metal plate installed in my forearm. And all I could think about was that voice. I was warned. I somehow knew, and I did nothing about it. That set me on a deeper path on how to lean into the gifts that our intuition can offer. That accident was one of the greatest gifts I could have received as a young instructor. First, it really forced me to slow down and to listen deeper and to develop more empathy for my students and for myself, as I finally understood what fear could do to your confidence for riding. I became obsessed with understanding how to build confidence back up for riding. It takes a beautiful mix of partnering with our minds in a productive way and trusting our intuition to connect with our horses on a deeper level. This way builds even stronger connections, boosting confidence for both the horse and rider. I was blessed with amazing mentors who taught me classical dressage and centered riding. I also studied Reiki as well as animal communication, and I ended up creating my own unique method called inspired riding. It empowers equestrians to trust their intuition for more confidence, clarity, and connection with their horses. I want you to know this. A great partnership comes from how we present ourselves to our horses. If something is blocking us from feeling calm, we won't be able to receive our horses' messages nor trust our own intuition. And of course, our horses will most definitely sense all of this. So I also wanted to help my clients get to the bottom of what was blocking them from truly enjoying their riding. This led me to become certified in rapid transformational therapy, so I can help my clients in and out of the saddle in profound ways, getting to the root cause of what's holding them back from feeling their best. When we work on rewiring their minds, they can truly step into the life of their dreams. I've added key elements of this process into the Elevate Everything program, which I'm going to share with you at the end. So get excited. This is really revolutionary stuff. So basically, I went from being a total perfectionist who always did everything my trainer said without question, to finally listening to my inner guidance, trusting my intuition, and the messages I received from the horses. I want you to know that I am not more naturally intuitive than you, and I'm not fearless, but I do have a system that works. My entire relationship with horses changed the moment I chose partnership over perfection, invitations over force, and heart-centered connection over ego-driven control. I was once that girl who grimaced and did all the unkind things her trainer told her to do. I then embraced focusing on riding with joy, kindness, and intuitive connection. Now, if I can do this, you most certainly can too. And now I'm enjoying an incredible partnership and getting to help hundreds around the world transform their riding. So now I have this incredible partnership with my pony Pepper that I didn't even know was possible. I've helped hundreds of riders transform their confidence and connection. I've developed a system that works for both competitive riders and recreational riders. And students regularly tell me that this work has changed not just their riding, but their entire lives. Most importantly, I prioritize fun for myself, my clients, and their horses. As you can see on that top picture there, I like to have a lot of fun. Before we dive into the content, here's an idea to play with. Your horse is waiting for the real you to show up, not the perfect rider you think you need to be. What if instead, your horse thought of you as a magnificent, bright diamond, and any blocks from your mindset, your heart set, and your communication are preventing you from enjoying your dream partnership? You can think of these blocks like static, and they're covering up your ability to shine bright. You can almost imagine little pieces of Post-it notes on top of the diamond that's creating that static. So it becomes our job, our mission, to clear that static and uncover our authentic selves the best way we can. Remember, deciding to take just one small step can create a profound shift in your partnership. Now we're going for connection, not perfection. You don't need to do all the things right away, okay? So here's what we're going to do today. 3 insights that separate good riders from those with incredible partnerships. Insight number 1, elevate your mindset from perfect to present. Insight number 2, elevate your communication from commands to connection. Insight number 3, elevate your intuition from logic to inner knowing. And here I wrote, your intuition is essential for building riding confidence. And once we dive deep into each one, I'll give you practical tools so you can use them immediately. You'll be able to shine a little brighter each time you practice them. All right, here we go. Insight number 1, elevate your mindset. Most of us were taught that being a good rider means perfect position, perfect timing, perfect control. But here's what I've discovered. This pursuit of perfection is actually blocking the very connection we're seeking. When you're focused on being perfect, you're in your head more instead of your heart. And your horse feels this mental tension immediately. They're reading your energy, not your technique. On our quest to be perfect, we're often super hard on ourselves with negative self-talk. We sometimes play the blame game, and this creates even more static, dulling our light. Now, here's one of the beautiful, simple things about our minds. Your mind will always believe what you tell it. It doesn't distinguish between good or bad, right or wrong. It's simply listening to your instructions. So the more you understand how your mind works, the better you can partner with it. Then you can elevate your thinking rather than going to battle with your mind. And bonus, this will improve your self-talk. In the very first module of my program, Elevate Everything, you'll learn right away all about the rules of the mind. This deeper understanding of how your mind works is incredibly powerful, and it'll clear up that static so you can shine bright. So let me tell you a little bit about my horse, Indy. He's the most sensitive horse I've ever ridden. I was so focused on riding him correctly that I was micromanaging every stride. He felt tense, resistant, and honestly, that made me more nervous as well as frustrated. Our attention cycle was persistent because my mind was full of static. And then one day my mentor said, Beth, you know how to ride well. Now it's time to focus on just being with your horse. Ride what you've got until you get what you want. And then it was like a light bulb went off. I realized I'd been so focused on trying to control every stride that I'd forgot to listen, to feel, and to connect with the horse underneath me in the present moment. I had been too busy anticipating possible mishaps. Please understand that technical skill is very valuable. Yet technique without heart connection is just mechanics. Your horse doesn't want a machine on their back. They want their shiny partner, our authentic selves. Heart-centered partnership means you're present, you're listening, and you're offering invitations rather than demands. You'll have a quieter mind and you'll do less micromanaging. My shift to this made Indy smile more. And at the bottom picture, you can see I was actually riding Indy for the first time in a bareback pad, and he loves to do his little smile as a trick. So I thought it would be fun to have that combination in his photo. So we're going to do a little exercise to help you understand the power of your mind. And here's where I connected the power of my mind and a heart connection to this little dragonfly. It was sitting on the fence, and I thought it would be so cool if it landed on my hand. And then I just put my hand out and I sent it love, and I imagined it landing on my hand, and sure enough, it did. And I'm like, wow, this is so cool. Maybe I can take your photo. And it totally let me. So I just had to share that with you. All right, so here's a simple yet profound tool to elevate your mindset immediately. The present moment elevation practice. So before you mount up, place your hand on your heart and take a few deep breaths. And you can say something like, I choose presence over perfection, or I choose connection over control. You can feel how that softens your body and it releases the need to be perfect. It releases the pressure as well. Remember, your words hold power. What you say, especially out loud, will create new possibilities for your partnership. Now let's do it together. If you can, just sit up nice and tall, but not rigid. Place a hand on your heart right now. Take a deep breath in and out and say, I release the need to be perfect. Breathe in again and out and say, I choose to be present with my horse. Notice how your shoulders drop and your jaw relaxes. This is the elevated mindset your horse is craving from you. So what else would you like to say? You can think of any other empowering statements, and that will allow your diamond self to truly shine. Okay, here's insight number 2. Elevate your communication from commands to connection. It's time to elevate your communication from one-way commands to two-way connection. Most traditional training focuses on making horses comply rather than creating true partnership. And think about it. How often are you talking to your horse versus with your horse? Most of us learn to give cues and expect responses, but real partnership is a conversation, not a monologue. Ponies love to dance with invitations, not demands. Demands also create more static in relationships. When you elevate your communication to include your horse's input, opinions, and wisdom, everything changes. You move from compliance to willing partnership. When communication becomes two-way, Horses feel heard and valued as partners. They start offering ideas, showing enthusiasm, and becoming truly engaged in what you're doing together. And it feels amazing. Plus, you gain access to your horse's incredible intelligence and intuition. They're constantly trying to communicate with you, and elevated communication means you finally learn to listen. Here's a practical example for you. One day I was riding Pepper and I asked for the canter, but he kept breaking back to trot. My old self would have just used more leg and tapped him with the magic stick and continued to drill him. Instead, I just took a deep breath and I got really curious instead of being so pushy. And I asked, "Hey, what are you trying to tell me?" Take a moment to really feel his body underneath me, and I realized his back was tight. When I spent a few more minutes in trot and did some figure eights, let him stretch and warm up properly, he then offered the most beautiful canter. That's when I felt the true difference between commanding and connecting. So here's what I want you to do now. This is the heart-to-heart connection method. Before asking anything of your horse, I want you to pause and breathe. You can place a hand on your heart if you want, and breathe deeper. Or just imagine you're breathing into your heart center and it's expanding. And then I want you to imagine what you'd like to invite your horse to do. There's an asterisk next to imagine because some people are better at pictures, some are better with feelings, some with your voice. Just work with whatever sense works for you. Or you could do a combination. Then ask them, are you ready to? Then wait and listen, not just with your ears, but with your whole being. Notice the response from your horse before making your request. So I'm often asking Pepper, hey, are you ready to walk after I've hopped on him? Hey, are you ready to trot? Are you ready to canter? Are you ready to go for those poles? And often he'll pull me towards poles or jumps and go, yeah, let's do it. But it's really fun to include them in the conversation. And these are you ready questions will totally release more static. It also puts you in receiving mode for the messages your horse is trying to convey. It will make an impact, even if you don't get a clear answer just yet. So we're going to practice noticing the differences. First, I want you to imagine you're commanding something from your horse. You're like, we're going, we're doing this, let's go. And notice how your body feels. Probably tense, forceful, maybe even demanding. Now you can elevate to connection energy. Soften your body, breathe into your heart, and imagine asking, inviting, offering a playful suggestion rather than commanding. So I ask, are you ready? Sometimes I say to Pepper, show me what you got. You feel the difference? Now your horse feels that magnified by like 1 billion. Well, maybe not that much, but they feel everything, remember? And in module 2 of the Elevate Everything program, you're going to dive much deeper into allowing your heart to lead the way. And your horse will be so proud and happy. All right, here's insight number 3, elevate your intuition. And most riding instruction focuses on the external rules. Keep your heels down, look up, more leg. But not many instructors teach you to trust when something feels off or when your horse is trying to tell you something important. The third breakthrough insight is about elevating your intuition from logical thinking to inner knowing. Most of us were taught to trust only what we see, hear, and logically understand. But horses communicate energetically and intuitively. And when we elevate this natural ability, we access a whole new level of partnership. When you elevate your intuition, you gain access to early awareness of your horse's physical or emotional state, opportunities for deeper connection and trust, your horse's preferences and opinions, and inner guidance that can enhance safety and partnership. I told you earlier that I heard a voice warning me about that fall, but that was just my intuition trying to protect me, but I dismissed it completely. That voice wasn't scary or mystical. It was my own inner wisdom trying to keep me safe. But now I know better. Now I call forth my intuition every day. I have what I call my inner guidance journal, where I write all my messages down in the morning that I receive. Some days it's about eating more protein. Other days it's inspiration for my next project. Sometimes it's specific guidance about my horses. And this is my companion journal for inspired riders, which you can find on my website. You go to inspiredriding.com/journal, and you can get one for yourself. All right, so elevating your intuition, it's all about dialing in your inner compass. And this is the heart of what I teach. This will help you make sound decisions that feel just right for you and your horse. And remember, the only opinions that truly matter are yours and your horse's. Because let's face it, there are so many opinions out there, and many make you doubt your intuition. We're going to change that right now. We're going to wake up and activate the inner wisdom within your body. If you can, please stand up and take a few deep breaths and shake out any tension. I want you to start saying different statements out loud, statements that are absolutely true for you. So for me, I would say, my name is Beth. I have a nose. I love my horse. I love chocolate. I want you to notice what comes up when you say these true statements. You might hear a yes, feel an opening in your heart. You might see a green light or nothing yet, and that's okay. You can pause this video and play with this for a little longer if you like. Okay, now what you're going to do is start seeing all the statements that are absolutely false. So for me, I would say, my name is Charlie. I have an antler. I despise horses. I love the smell of rotten eggs. Ooh, it's even hard to say. Notice what comes up when you say these out loud. You might hear a nope. You might feel tension or tightness in your body. You might see a red light. You might notice that no false statement is actually clearer than the yes true statement. You can pause this and practice as well. All right, once you practice getting your clear, yes, this is true, no, this is false signals with very neutral statements like we just practiced, then you can move up a level to help you decide if you feel ready to ride, feel ready to trot, ready to jump higher, go on a trail ride, start a new movement with your horse. Your intuition is essential for building up your riding confidence. That's why there's an entire module called Invite Your Intuition Forward in the Elevate Everything program. With your inner compass dialed in, you can tap into more exciting, nuanced work with your intuition. Imagine having telepathic conversations with your horse to get their advice on how to ride them better. Seriously. My current students love this skill, and you can learn this as well. Now let's have a play with a couple more statements. Think about your horse and say, my horse is happy in our partnership. Breathe and just feel for the first response in your body. Yes, this is true, might feel like expansion. No, this is false, might feel like contraction. Also notice what other senses might come through. Visual, audio, even a smell. You can do another one. My horse would like to try something new with me. Again, notice the first response. This is your elevated intuitive guidance system, and it's incredibly accurate once you learn to trust it. And guess what else? You'll step into your super shiny diamond self. All that static will be released. All right, here's what I know about you. You didn't show up to this training by accident. You're here because you know there are more possibilities with your horse, and you're ready to elevate everything about your partnership. Maybe you're ready to move beyond just being a good rider and step into that effortless connection you see others have. Maybe you've tried different approaches but haven't found the one that addresses the deeper transformation, the mindset, heart set, and intuitive connection pieces. Or maybe you're just feeling stuck and heard from a friend that I'm the one who can help you guide you towards more confidence, one stride at a time. And here's how I built up my confidence with my beautiful, beloved Biffy. That was my first heart horse, my little Polish Arabian, and I actually started experimenting without a bridle. And I did this in a round pen. And this was my first time cantering him without a bridle. I was so happy I have this little video. I just wanted to share that with you. Of course, he took impeccable care of me because I was a little wobbly here, but I just want to show you the possibilities. So here's the truth about these three insights. Elevating your mindset, communication, and intuition are the foundation of every magical horse partnership I've ever witnessed. When you elevate your inner world, your energy, your connection, the external results follow naturally. Your confidence soars. Your horse becomes more willing and engaged, and you start experiencing your dream partnership. You start to see your own diamond self, your authentic self shine bright, just like your horse knew all along. And I'm a big fan of Wonder Woman. And she says, you can be anything you want to be. Now, just know nothing I've shared with you today is theory or fluff that might work. This is exactly what I've done in my own riding to go from broken and afraid to riding with joy and intuitive connection. And I've helped hundreds of riders achieve the same elevation. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an advanced rider, if you're young or old, if you have confidence issues or connection challenges. This is about elevating everything from the inside out and watching your partnership transform. I've discovered the exact process for elevating everything about your partnership: your mindset, heart set, clarity, confidence, and intuitive connection. This system has transformed my world and the world of my students. You can create profound elevation in your riding and your life by implementing this comprehensive approach. Yay to releasing all that static, one stride at a time. So here's the obvious question now. How can you apply this system for elevating everything about your horse partnership and creating the effortless connection you desire? You have a choice right now. Choice A, you can try to figure this out on your own, taking pieces of what I've shared today and hoping you can put it all together. Or choice B, you can take the comprehensive approach using the complete Elevate Everything system that walks you through exactly how to elevate your mindset, heart set, clarity, confidence, and intuitive connection for magical horse partnerships. And if that's you, here we go. I want to introduce you to the Elevate Everything program, my complete step-by-step program for transforming your mindset, heart set, clarity, confidence, and intuitive connection for magical horse partnerships. Now, this isn't just another riding program. This is the deep inner work that makes all riding more effective, more joyful, and more connected. I want you to imagine waking up excited. Let me show you this little video of Pepper and I in the woods riding bridleless. Imagine waking up excited to go to the barn and do fun things like this, instead of anxious about what might go wrong. Your horse greeting you with enthusiasm, shoving their nose in the halter, because they feel your calm, confident energy. Riding with such clear communication that other people comment on your partnership. Having access to your inner guidance so you can always know the right thing to do with your horse. Feeling so confident and connected that you become an inspiration to other riders. Would you dance around like a happy little Ewok? I would hope so. I think by now you know I'm a Star Wars fan. All right, so here is the Elevate Everything, all the modules. We have Elevate Your Mindset, your heart set, your clarity, your foundational confidence, and to invite your intuition forward. What makes this program different is you get all audios, including text, as well as really inspiring assignments. One of the students said she especially loved how the modules are in audio form. She gets so sick of being glued to a screen. Her eyes get tired often, she was saying. Most of the time she was painting while listening. How cool is that? So all you have to do is follow the steps, follow the yellow brick road. Each module builds on the last, taking you from wherever you are now to the confident, intuitive rider you're meant to be. I'll help you master rewriting your story, the bookmark technique, creating safe and kind boundaries, heart breathing for immediate calm, the green light method, the rapid transformational therapy techniques I mentioned before, deep intuition work, and daily practices for maintaining your transformation. It's absolutely amazing. And I want you to know you are so worth this investment. I mean, you could hire me as a private coach to work through these transformations with you one-on-one, and I'd be happy to do so. It would cost thousands of dollars. My personalized private program begins at $2,500 a month or $5,500 for 3 months. The entire Elevate Everything system with all 5 modules, all the tools, all the techniques, plus lifetime access is just $397 US. Because I want to make this accessible to every rider who needs it, I'm offering a payment plan of just $111 for 4 months. You can sign up right now on the website at inspiredriding.com/elevate. There's also a money-back guarantee. I'm so confident in this program that I'm offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you go through the program and don't find a significant shift in your confidence, and connection with your horse. I'll refund every penny. Okay, and then what's life without fun bonuses? Your exclusive bonuses in this program include the Powerfully Program Your Mind Masterclass, the short and sweet session ideas, Up-Level Your Confidence Clinic replay. That's a really profound one. Equine Advocacy Masterclass. If you've ever struggled with trying to figure out how to tactfully talk to some of your professionals, this is the one for you. Equestrian Tai Chi Masterclass replay. I'm also a certified equestrian Tai Chi instructor, so you're going to really enjoy those methods. And exclusive content from the private connection group, which has some really wonderful lessons in there. And then starting in January 2026, I have 6 monthly Ask Beth Anything live sessions available to you. You can submit questions and even video to get feedback from me. And if you're not able to attend live, you'll be able to watch the replay. And if that wasn't enough, we also have a wonderful private community on Facebook. It's called the Elevate Everything Community. And you can enjoy extra support, share insights, connect with others, and receive feedback from me when I'm able to pop in. And if you sign up before December 1st, you're going to enjoy the fast acting bonus. This is a private session with me. You can pull up your video. We can talk about anything that you need help with your goals, with your riding. And it's 45 minutes valued at $150. And you can guarantee your spot by signing up for the Elevate Everything program before December 1st. And I can't wait to help you. All right, so here's the summary again of all the things you get. You get the 5 modules, all the tools, the techniques, the bonuses, lifetime access, the 6 monthly Ask Beth Anything sessions, and if you sign up before December 1st, the exclusive private coaching call with me. And now, thank you so much for being here and staying till the end. And these are your rewards. You get the wonderful bonus of the checklist and the meditation. You can go to tinyurl.com/inspired riding checklists and enjoy those. Here's to elevating everything. Can't wait to see you in the program. And may the horse be with you always.